YouTube's happening. It is Saturday, September 27th, and we're talking baseball today. We have 15 games on the slate. This is the day before the last day of the regular season. So we have today and tomorrow, and then most of these teams will be done until April. So take advantage of it while you can. So we see the games and everything. You see who's playing, who's pitching. Let's go take a look at what we took yesterday. I told you it's going to be very weird. It's going to be weird times. And in the last week, the season's always weird. I took the over of 9. That looked like it wasn't going to hit. And all of a sudden, the Cubs decided to put up a touchdown in the 7th. So, hey, we'll take that. Rogers got shelled 3 innings of work. That's all he did. Hey, sometimes you just like, you're ready to do that. Whatever. Boston did win. Cleveland did not win. So that is a 2-3 day. I told you it's going to be weird. That's why we're cautious. So if you want the plays typed out, be cautious. That's all I got to say. Or you want access to the spreadsheets for everything for the playoffs coming up, or you just want to come join the chat, it's all there for you. So enough of that. We're going to make this fairly quick because just like yesterday, you saw there was 5 plays in 15 games. It's the same matchups. We'll see if there's anything of value today, but I'm being extra cautious today and tomorrow for sure. If you're not feeling it, wait till Tuesday. That's when the playoffs start. So just take a break. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to bet. We got football today. We got UFC today. I mean, there's good stuff today to bet on. So, but for baseball, we're going to go through these because I know some of you want to see every game, and I got you. Don't worry. I'm here in case you want to bet, because maybe some of you are like, I love this time of year. This is when the madness happens and I make money. So, hey, I'm here to give you everything you need. So let's go ahead and jump to that first game right now. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into that first game. We can see currently it is going to be a 1 o'clock game. It is going to be Baltimore and New York. And before we jump into it, we got to do standings, because standings matter a lot right now for some teams. So we can see the East is already done. It's all determined who's going to be what. Red Sox have clinched a playoff berth from their win over Detroit yesterday, but they clinched the wild card. They will be in the wild card. Toronto and New York are still fighting out because they got the same record. They're fighting out the AL East to see who's going to win that one. Central is up for grabs still because Cleveland and Detroit are tied. So, and they're both most likely making the playoffs. We come down. Houston is still fighting to get in as well. Seattle has clinched the West, obviously. We go to NL. New York still fighting. The Reds are fighting. Reds are up to 54% now. Look at that. And then the West is already, finished. Since he has a better chance than the Mets now, how epic of a failure have the Mets been in the last month? Oh my God. So, anywho, let's go ahead and jump back to the lines. Let's see what we got cooking over here. Who is texting me so much? Oh, emails on a Saturday morning. How dare you? Let's see. We got New York 213 with an 8.5 total. We got our spreadsheet. We look at our numbers and look at the number 1 offense. Now, this is number 1, yes. But look how bad the offenses in general have been. But a 6.6 is our number 1 offense. A 290. We're used to seeing 300s and 7+ over here. What is this? That is pitchers doing work. 9-1, 1-6 in a row. Good stuff. Baltimore's done. They don't care. 28th and 23rd strikeouts like usual. I'm probably not taking any more pitcher props today or tomorrow. We'll wait till the playoffs start, because you're going to see teams like the Yankees start resting players a little bit more, probably today, tomorrow, especially tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of resting, so they can get 2 back-to-back days of rest. They are. So some are going to get 3, depending on what the schedule is for the playoffs. So let's see. I will lean Yankees, though, for sure. Let's go to props to see what we got. This is Outlier. Link in the pinned comment. Click a sign. Go get you a week for free. You know this by now. And we take over here. We see Sagano going up against Schlittler. And I guess I know some of you want to see it. I'll show the strikeouts. But it's because we have to by law. Everything's in the red on strikeouts. So here you go. There's Schlittler. It wasn't going to look good. I already knew this. Nobody's going to look good right now. So Sagano is averaging 3.6 on a 3.5. That is disgustingly just bad. 3.8 average on the earned runs versus Schlittler's like 1.7, like 2.4, 2.2 on the earned runs. So he's better on earned runs. So we have a lean for New York on the bats. We have a lean for New York on the pitching. And they're at home, which is great. So let's go look at matchups and everything and see. There's our bullpens. We come down. Schlittler versus Baltimore. I almost said Boston. Baltimore. You can see that. And righties versus Baltimore. New York versus righties. And Sugano versus New York. Stanton's got a home run, but only 3 at bats, but not much data, obviously. So let's go ahead and see from here. I want to look at the HRR and see if there's anybody worth taking. There's Jazz, Rice-A-Roni, Grisham, and that's it. 3 Yankees. Again, so that's the HR leans to the Yankees too. So 2-2 and 1-8, absolutely not. Rice is at 3-4 and 2-9. Rice has been doing quite well. And then Grisham is at 2-4 and 2-8. So I don't need to take one of them. I can just take the Yankees, but I don't want to take the Yankees at 2-13. That's a little too pricey, right? A little too expensive. So I'm going to grab the 1.5. We're going to roll with it. Minus 103. I'm down for that. Give me the Yankees to whoop ass. Let's belt to ass Yankees today. So we're going to go 1.5, 1.5 on the run line. Yankees next. All right, let's move on to game number 2, which is going to be St. Louis and the Cubs. Currently, Cubs 158, 9.5 is our total. Let's go to the spreadsheet. Cubs, I have clinched the wild card, so there's nothing really they can do now. So they're probably chill, so they might not try too hard. You see the numbers, they're both doing fairly decent offensively, so nothing really stands out here. We go to the props, take a look at them real quick. Who's the pitchers? So we can take a look at them and see it is McGreevy going up against Talion. All right, so we want earned runs because they're the ones that strike out, so let's take both earned runs. McGreevy's at 3.5, that tells you a lot. Talion is at 1 average with a 2.5 with a plus 104. Yeah, he's pretty good. McGreevy's been kind of very up and down. San Fran, he does not do well against San Fran. San Fran. Other than that, how'd you do against the Cubs? 5-0. So, don't know. Bullpen down. Talion versus them. He does well. 17 at bats for Burleson, 353, 409 for Donovan, 22, 375, 429. Okay, we got some success over here. 2 home runs, 2 home runs, 2 home runs, 1 home run. All right, so St. Louis might pop off a little bit. It is at Wrigley. It is wind. Which way is the wind blowing? It is blowing. Is that blowing out 7 miles an hour? 83 degrees? Maybe an over. It's already at 9.5. It might be a thing. Let's go righties. Let's go Chicago versus righties and McGreevy versus Chicago. We got some more green, 605 at bats, 5. That's 3 for 6. 2 for 3 home run. You can see that there. I think I'm leaning over. I'm leaning the over. Does that make sense? I think it does. So we got Wrigley with the wind blowing out a little bit. Good stuff. We got Tucker. We got Suzuki. We got Herrera. And we got Happ. We got 4 HRRs up here available. Nice to choose from. 3, 6, and 2, 7. That's good. That's good. Suzuki's at 3, 8, and 2, 3. I mean, last 2 games on fire. My God. Herrera is at 4, 2, and 2, 9. Dude's been crushing. Absolutely. And Happ is at 2, 8, and 2, 5. And after yesterday's explosion for the Cubs, I can see more runs being scored. So yeah, give me over 9.5. Let's root for that. Absolutely. Over 9.5 is a play we're going to take. Let's move on. Next game. Game 3 is going to be Toronto hosting Tampa. Currently, 148 Blue Jays, 8.5 total. We look at the spreadsheet, we see the numbers. It leans Tampa, but Toronto's won 2 in a row somehow with this offense. Somehow. So we come over here, we look, we get rid of those 2 pitchers. We change the pitchers up to this, and we go boop, and we see this. And who's pitching? It is going to be Boyle versus Savage. It's your boy, Savage. Earned runs 1.5. I know he's good for strikeouts, but not against Toronto. Not a thing we're going to do. Either team. They're both top 7, so not even point looking at that. If it was yellow, maybe, but no. Boyle is at earned runs. Terrible. The last 2 games, very good. Toronto shut him out. How many innings? 6 shutout. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And that was in Tampa too, right? Yeah, that was at home. Nice. Let me see. We got you, Savage. How did you do 2025? You pitched against Tampa. You gave up 1 run. So this game was a very low scoring 2-1 final last time they played. I can see that happening again. Absolutely. Bullpen. Let's go down. Trey versus Rays. They didn't do well at all. A lot of strikeouts, obviously. Righties, you can see the numbers there. Yeah, that's the first righties. Toronto versus righties, and Boyle versus Toronto. Under 8.5 could absolutely be a play. Let's go look at HR and see if it agrees. If we have like less than 2, I might jump on it. We have Junior, who hit a home run yesterday. Wide open window. Damn it. And Aranda. So we have 2 Tampa for home runs. Okay. Could take this as an under if it's not bad. 2, 6, and 1, 8. Not the best. And then Aranda is at 3 and 2, 3. So we have 2 pitchers that pitched great last time when they faced each other. Tampa's offense is average. Toronto is mid. Not mid. Sorry. They wish they were mid. They are terrible offensively. I want to go under 8.5. It's weird. 3 plays already in 3 games. Look at this. I said be cautious. I'm 3 for 3. So under 8.5. Let's take it next. All right, let's move on from Toronto. We're going to San Fran and Colorado next. That's an early game. This game starts at 4:05 Eastern. I guess 1 o'clock West Coast. That makes sense. Day game. 210 San Fran. 8 total. Sheets. Load. Average. Not. They're not. They're just they're below average to bad. The only thing that's decent is they're getting walks and they're capitalizing on those walks. So San Fran for sure might be the move. Let's go look at pitching. Man, I'm gonna be sad when we can't bet against Colorado pitching for like 6 months. It's gonna be so sad because that is a money maker if I've ever seen one. My God. Freeland up against Verlander. Both teams are in the red, so I will show you strikeouts. Don't you worry. Am I taking him? No. But I'll show you. I got you. Don't worry. Verlander he just gave up on strikeouts. He's like, I'm done. I can't do it. No. The Freeland's all over the damn place. He had 10 here, 7 here, 0 here against San Fran. And then, yeah, point. What the hell happened in this game? Did he get hurt or something? There's something happened. How many earned runs? You gave it 2. Did you get pulled out? We got an out? Oh, man. That's a Washington thing that happens. All right, so we got a bullpen. Let's go down. Verlander versus Colorado. You see the history. 1 for 10 for Montiac. Oh, righties versus. They hate righties. They prefer lefties. San Fran versus lefties. They prefer righties, so that's all right. And then Freeland, you see the numbers there, how they have done. I don't like this one. This one's cheeks. Let's be real. Like I don't want nothing to do with this one. This one's kind of bad. There's no HRs except for Blaine Crim. Again, who the hell is Blaine Crim? And there's his last 5. Does he have the last 10? He does now. 2-6 and 2-6. You could take him if you wanted to, but look at the sheet. No, pass. Next. Okay, we are flying. 5th game up is going to be Washington and the Sox. And that was a hell of a game last night. White Sox, massive lead. Washington comes back, ties it up. White Sox take the lead back. It's like, wow, crazy. Great for live betting. Live betting was terrible yesterday. I won't even lie about it. This game was okay, but there were so many dudes left on base yesterday. So many. It was just like unbelievable, so many. It's like they didn't try hard. I don't know. Something about Friday night, I guess. I don't know, it was weird. But, oh well, you're going to have amazing days. You're going to have bad days. That's how betting works. So, anyways, we move on. Washington is slight favorite, 8.5 total. Let's see this one. Yeah, when you have this and they pop off for a 10-9 final, yeah, sometimes you just throw the numbers out the door, and that's what happened here. So, pitching, let's see what the pitching's up to, see what they're doing. Change this over to that one. And we got Burke versus Irvin. Well, we will earn runs for both of them because that's what we're looking at. Can you score more runs for me, please? 4-2 for Jake Irvin. All right, Jake gave up last month against Sean Burke. So that is a 6.6 average on a line that's 8.5. Let's go look at our matchups to see if we have anybody that really stands out. Kind of like yesterday, PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong, pointed out he had 4 home runs and 7 at-bats. He had a home run again. So he had 5 home runs and 8 at-bats. Crazy times. Let's see, Jake versus, nope, never faced the White Sox. Versus righties, Washington versus righties, Burke versus, nope, never faced him either. Okay, good to know. Let's go look at the HR, see if there's anything of value. Do we have anything? We have Lyle, we have Vargas, we have Colin Montgomery. That's all we have, those 3 to pick from. So Lyle is at 4-2-9. Lyle's been doing good. Could take Lyle. Lyle wouldn't be a bad play. Vargas, 2-6, 2-4, not the best. Lyle's better. Montgomery, 2-6, 1-9. I think I might have said Lyle. Lyle's been cooking. Look at these numbers. Only 3 games he missed, and he's crushing. 138, a little high, but you know what? I'm down for it. I'll rock with Lyle, L-I-L-E, over 1.5 HR. I'll trust him alone. Could the team do it? Yeah, the team's doing great, but I say great. They're doing mid. They're doing average. So, and he's at home. That's the main thing. He's at home. We like it home. So, here's your sheet one more time. I'm playing Lyle. You can play what you want, but I'm moving on. Next. Moving on from Washington to Boston versus Detroit. Boston got the win yesterday, obviously. And we got 138 Boston, 9 total. Spreadsheet, see the numbers. It's all heavily leaning Boston, obviously, because Detroit does not want to be in the playoffs. I'm telling you, 1-9. That's just terrible numbers. That is a team that really wants to go on vacation. They don't care. Sorry. Just because they're athletes and the professionals, you think everyone cares. They don't. There's a good bit. They don't give 2 shits about the titles or anything. They want the money. They want the paycheck. That's all they're there for. Early is our pitcher. Let's go earn runs. And do we not know who Detroit's pitcher is? No, it's undecided. Beautiful. So this is going to be a pass anyways, most likely. Because early is really good. And we see, whoa, wait, back up. Early strike, 5.5 on strikeouts. I might, do I dare? Nah, he had 4 against Tampa, so he fell off a little bit. Nah, I don't want to do that. Detroit, let's see. Early, yeah, that's all we have. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's going to be a pass. Move on. Next. All right, moving on from there, we're going Miami and the Mets. The Mets. The Mets. Wow. Yeah, there's your numbers. 8 total. Do we bet the Mets to not make the playoffs? And the Tigers, put them in a parlay. Should have done that like 2 weeks ago. But making banks. I know the Tigers were, a month ago, they were plus 2,800 and not make the playoffs. Now that dude, whoever has that ticket, is hoping because it's come true. So coming to the Reds have better than the Mets right now. So there's your numbers. Let's go over here. Go look at this. Oh, I don't want this. No, I want that one. Bring that back. I want this one gone. Thank you. And change this over to Miami. Come on, Miami Marlins. And we got Perez going up against Clay Holmes. We want earned runs from you. And Clay Holmes, do we not have earned runs? What are we doing here? Perez has been 3. The last 2 games have been absolutely great against 2 teams that can't hit the ball, so that's not really that impressive. Washington, let's see, Clay Holmes. All we have are strikeouts. Why? Why are you hiding the money from us? It is 9:30 on a Saturday morning. The game is in literally like 8 hours. Why are you hiding lines? That isn't right. Anyways, let's move on. Bullpen down here. I mean, I gotta fade the Mets. I gotta take Miami at home, right? Because I don't think the Mets are gonna make the playoffs. Let's go Reds. It's funny. I like watching teams everyone thought were gonna make it collapse. It's hilarious. So it's like, oh, the pressure. No, they don't care. That's all it is. They don't care. So sorry, they just don't. If you're a fan of the Mets or the Tigers, I'm sorry. They don't care. They don't care enough, anyways. Oh man. So yep. There's your numbers. Good stuff. So yeah. Let's go look at HR. It's funny to me. It's so funny. Oh, get rid of these two. And oh my goodness, we got a Met, a Met, a Met. 3 Mets, and they still can't win the games. What are you doing? 3-2 and a 2-6. Doing quite well, actually. That's good stuff. Lindor is at 3-2 and 3-4. Pretty actually, that's amazingly good. I almost want to take that. That's so good. And then Polar 1-8 and 2-8. Yeah. Outside of these 3, you need people to step up apparently, because you're only averaging. You're 4th in offense. At least you're doing that. But you're. I mean, you should be better. You can't be. Miami's 8-2 randomly. That's a hard team to face on the road. So I want to go with who? Over of 8 looks kind of nice. We don't know who's pitching for. Oh wait, that's Detroit I'm talking about. We don't know. Clay Holmes and Perez. Why are they? What's your head-to-head? The one time you can't see it. Hold up. Perez versus head-to-head. The one time he faced the Mets, he gave up 5, and that was on August 29th. And then Holmes, the 2-time. Okay, he gave up 10. Oh, this is strikeouts. Oh, I was about to say I thought it was earned runs. I was like, let's go look at Holmes real quick because I really want to take this over all of a sudden. I want to make sure it makes sense. So let me open a new tab so I can see Clay Holmes. And let's go look at him right quick, shall we? And Clay Holmes, what's up, buddy? Come on down. 1 inning on Wednesday. He had 1 run, and then he was a bullpen start, and then that was 3 days ago. And then 3-2 here, didn't start. 0-2-4-2. Okay, he's pretty decent, but I'm still taking the over. These 2 offenses are too damn They're popping too much. I got to do it. We're going over of 8. And 8s, I love over 8s. 4-4 tie, that's a winner. You can't lose that one. So over 8, we're taking it. Next. Moving on from Miami, we're going to Philadelphia. Currently, Philly's 187, 8.5 is our total. Look at the numbers. Minnesota struggling, not too good. Philly cruising, good stuff. Clearly leans. Philly slightly. Let's look at the pitchers to see who we got. This one's kind of just Like, there's nothing really stands out, I don't think. I looked through this like a little bit last night, just trying to see who's pitching today, who's doing stuff today, and it's like nothing really stood out. Like Suarez is going out there, and then Mick Abel's going out there. So let's look at these 2. But both terrible strikeouts too. My God, Suarez strikeouts, nothing. We don't care about those. Earned runs. He got rocked last game against Arizona. Abel strikeouts is that. Well, Abel hasn't really pitched much. Look, June, July, August. We're almost in October, baby. So. Weirdness indeed. Let's go look at bullpen down to Ranger versus Minnesota. Not much there. Minnesota versus lefties, Philly versus righties, and Mick versus Philly. Never. So we want HR and see, do we have anything worth a damn? And we have Buxton and Bohm again, just like yesterday. Nothing changes. But Buxton did nothing yesterday, so now he has fallen off, or we don't even want him no more. Bohm continues to do work, because look at that last 7 games right there. That is a 7-game stretch right there. 3 average and a 3.6. Boom. Do we take Bohm? I might take Bohm. You know what? I'm going to take Bohm. BOHM over 1.5 HR. I have a lot of plays I didn't expect to have, to be honest. I think I'm just betting a little bit more. I'm not being as cautious as Saturday. I don't have to work my job. Because, yeah, I have a career. I have a job. I work from home. I do that. But I get to watch games now. I'm going to have football on a bunch. I'm going to be looking at baseball a lot. Oh, so much fun. So much fun. So yeah, we're taking bomb. Let's move on. Next. Slide from Philadelphia. We're going to Cleveland versus Texas. And yeah, uh, Cleveland. Cleveland's trying not to make the playoffs too, apparently, because you lost to Texas yesterday. Texas shouldn't be beating nobody right now because Texas is terrible. 147 with a 7.5. I say terrible. Look at the numbers. Look at that. Look at that. 30 OPS 30. 29th and double, like 27, 26, 26. That ain't good. How are you supposed to be? How are you supposed to represent a playoff team and you can't beat Texas? And you're at home? For shame on you, Cleveland. For shame. Where's my bell? We want to do this, get rid of this, change this over to Texas, which is the hell am I? Oh, if I scroll a little bit, I might find it. Jacob Latz versus Joey Cantillo. So both tied at 14th in strikeouts, so we won't earn runs. No, don't do that. Go forward. Thank you. I click you way too fast. Like, too much coffee already. Too much. A little jittery. You ever get that? You drink too much coffee too quick. You little shakes. Yeah, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. What'll be our earn runs? We do not have Jacob Latz earn runs, huh? You're hiding them from me. I see what you're doing. I see. Cantillo was a beast. 0.08. 0.8. 0.8. There we go. Latz earn runs is at 1.2. It's at minus 170. Damn. All right. Bullpen down. Cantillo versus Texas. There you go. Lefties for Texas. Who cares? Cleveland versus lefties. And then Latz versus, there's nothing that stands out. These pitchers ain't really faced nobody. Let's get rid of Boom and you and change you to you. And we go Ranges. Walker Texas Rangers versus, we'll see, no HRs. Everything's 0.5. So I don't think so. I don't trust Cleveland. I know they're 7-3, but I'm not. No, you already lost one game. That's concerning. I'm going to pass. Next. All right, moving from Cleveland, we're going to ATL versus Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh whooped ass yesterday, did not? Yes, they did. Atlanta, 156, 8 are total. Doesn't matter. Both teams eliminated. But, hey, still fun for all involved. 8-2, 5-5. Who cares? They're both done. After tomorrow, they are on vacation, baby. Vacation mode activated. Let's look at the pitchers and see who's going out there for the last game of the year. That's every time. All these pitchers, it's their last game of the year. Today, if you pitch today, you're done. You ain't pitching tomorrow. Hell, you pitched yesterday. You ain't pitching on Sunday. That's how it works. So, but right there, got him. Strider against Bubba Chandler. Well, nobody's striking out, so let's go ahead and look at earned runs for both. Strider doesn't have any earned runs, huh? He doesn't, eh? Bubba Chandler, there you go. Not bad. Can't wait to see you next year, guy. Can't wait. Strider earned runs is here, and you see what he has done. 1.5. There you go. Match up. Bullpen down. Strider versus Pitt. There you go. Versus righties. Atlanta versus righties. Bubba, never faced him, obviously. We change you to this one. Get rid of those two. We do have Acuna, Michael Harris, and Drake started from the bottom. Acuna's at 3-4 and 3-1. I might put him on the list. Harris is at 4-2 and 2-8. Hell, I might put him on the list. And Drake's at 3-2 and 3-9. Just give me Atlanta team total. Hold up. What are we doing here? What are we doing, guys? Bubba Chandler's facing them. Can I get Atlanta 130 or did I just take Atlanta team total? Which one should I do? I'm going to go Atlanta 1.5. You know what? Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's go. I think Atlanta with those three dudes and then Strider pitching. Yeah, give me Atlanta 1.5. We'll take that. Next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've had 10 games. I passed on 3. I have 7 plays. But JD, you said you're going to be cautious today. Caution. On a Saturday? Please. Anyways, let's move on. I'm still doing bankroll management. We still 1%. We don't go crazy. Yeah, you can even go less than 1%. Why not? If you don't like a play, don't take it ever. Only take plays you like. That way you can root for it and feel good about it. So let's see. We move on. What's the next game? We got 5 left already. Milwaukee's up next. The Beer People. And the Beer People are here against the Reds, who are trying. Look at that. Look at that. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. And everything's close. Everything's close, but they're trying. They actually have the percentage to be in the playoff now. Crazy times. Let's go over here. Let's get rid of you and you and you and you and change this over to Brewers and Reds. And who's going out there? Abbott versus somebody. Somebody that I used to know. And let's see who it is. It is Robert Gasser. Well, that sounds like a bullpen guy if I've ever heard one. Let's find out. No, he's pitched in 1 game this whole season. 1 start, 3 innings. I mean, basically a bullpen guy, let's be honest, but still 1 start, 2 earned run, 2 strikeouts against St. Louis. So we know nothing about him. He's pitched in 1 game. So now he's get a second game against a team trying to make the playoffs. That should be fun. That should be fun indeed. Let's look. Abbott, earned runs, you are at 2-2. Very good. How are you versus Milwaukee? They teed off a little bit. This is back in, that was last year. We don't care about that. This was June, and this was last month, a month ago. So who knows? Milwaukee was like, they've been hot the whole day. That's why they're 96 wins. They've been hot all year. So bullpen down. Gasser, never faced, obviously. Lefties, that's how they do. Not the best, but he's only going to pitch like 3 innings probably. You saw that. Maybe 4, maybe 5. We'll see. What was the start? First, we got Milwaukee versus lefties and Abbott. Let's see how they do. Anybody tee off? 071. That's not good. 125, 120. These ones. Eee. All right, let's go to our HR and see what we have. Oh, we have Angelar, we have Hayes, and we have Terang. That's all we have. That's in Terang. Open that up. Thank you. Angelar is at 2-4 and 2-1. Don't love that. Hayes is at 2-1-8. Don't love that. Terang is at 2-2 and 2-1. I don't love that. Terang again. I get the Reds are trying. I like it. They're on the road though. That worries me. Nothing stands out for them. So I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna leave them with the hell alone and move on to another game. Moving forward, San Diego versus Atlanta. Fun stuff indeed. 129 Padres, 7.5 total. Yes. A lot of green. The runs. See, when I talk about people that are stranding, look, this is a definition of being stranded. You're both top 10 in average. You're both top 10, 9 in hits. You're both top 10 in RBIs, yet your runs are low. Why? It's because you're leaving dudes on base. That is messing with my live betting. You're messing with my live money now, and I don't like that. Don't like that at all. So I'm already annoyed. I'm annoyed. And San Diego's been pissing me off the past month now. Just some little things here and there that piss me off. Oh, let's see. I can't wait till they're eliminated from the playoffs. So I don't have to worry about it no more. Let's go pitchers. Let's see who we have. This one is going to be probably, watch it be like Vasquez or somebody who's going to go for 5.5 strikeouts. Just watch. Just watch. It'll be something silly like that. No, it's Michael King, and his line is 4.5 strikeouts. Still ain't touching it. They're both top 7 strikeouts, obviously. Earned runs versus earned runs. Let's look at those two. And 0 versus White Sox, but the Mets teed off on you. All right, how do you do against your opponent? Oh, you've been great, but that was all last season. It's your first time facing them all season. Well, Rodriguez, what have you been up to? You've been looking pretty good earned runs. 1.2. How are you versus them? 4-0. That does nothing for me. Let's go bullpen down. We're going King versus Arizona. Yep, we go righties. We got San Diego versus lefties. Rodriguez versus San Diego. There is your stuff. Again, nothing really stands out here. This is one of those ones I just don't like. You don't like it either. Don't even act like you like it. I know you don't like it. You got Tatis and Jackson, Waxon, Flaxon, Merrill. That's all we have. That's our choices. 3-4 and 3-3. Tatis has been raking. I might add Tatis, but then I'm gonna be angry when he doesn't hit. But I'm gonna blame the Padres, not Tatis. I like Tatis. Jackson Merrill at 3-3. He's been pretty good too. Rodriguez, what you been up to again? You've been good. You've been fairly good. Actually, no, you're boom or bust. You either give up 5. What the hell's that word? 5 or nothing. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do here, guy? You're on the road, which is great. Do I roll the dice? And when I say roll the dice, that means just take San Diego and win the game. No, you're gonna be smart. You're gonna be smart. You see this? You see the stress in my eyes when I say that? Stress indeed. Let's have a peaceful day. Pass. Yeah, that felt good, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Pass. Next. Just the relaxation knowing the Padres can't lose me no money today. Just good stuff. Beautiful, beautiful times until I live bet them like 5 times and I'll lose all 5 bets. That probably might happen. It has happened. That's how I said 5 times. Anyways, moving on. Moving to where are we going next? The Angels of Anaheim. And we're facing the Astros of Houston. And we see it is Houston with a 9 over here total. You two are both, Houston, how, are you eliminated or are you in? What are you doing? You have a 16% chance to make the playoffs. Basically, if Detroit crumbles, you're in the playoffs. That's what's got to happen. You have 86 wins. Houston has 85 wins. Yeah, and Detroit has 86, but Cleveland has 86 too. So one of these two teams has to crumble and you're in the playoffs. That means you got to win the game. You can't be losing to the Angels. What are you doing? So props, pitchers. Basically, I think if they lose, both Cleveland and Detroit make the playoffs, right? Ain't that how that works? Am I wrong? I don't think tomorrow matters. I think if they lose, it's 2-game differential all of a sudden. There's only 1 day left. So simple math, 2 minus 1 equals 1. So, Let's see. We have Adana going up against AJ, a blue ball. That name, hilarious. And we see, I'm just going to grab what I can. We don't have any earn runs for you, and we don't have any, oh, we do have some for you. Good. 3-4. You give up runs. 5-5-4, 2-2. Okay, cool. Let's go matchups. Bump, down. Dana history. Anybody tee off? No. Righties? Nah. A's? No. Blue ball? No. Nope. Do we have any hope of the Astros? Now, I know a lot of people much rather have the Astros be out because they don't like the Astros. I get it. I understand it completely. Who are you rooting for? Who would you rather make it? Detroit, Cleveland, or Houston? Who do you want eliminated? One of those teams you probably want. I'm sure Houston's going to win that argument 9 times out of 10, but still. Let's see. And they don't even have it to me. There's no Astros here. Nobody's doing good. So yeah, if I had to pick a team right now, sucks for that dude's ticket, but I hope Cleveland and Detroit make it, and Houston doesn't, because Houston's playing like ass. So is Detroit, though. The funny thing would be Cleveland, who's actually playing amazing. They start playing like ass right now, and then both other two teams make it. That'd be funny. There's nothing here for us. What are we going to do? We can't do nothing with this. Look at this garbage. Ew. And they're on the road. Pass. Moving on to Seattle versus the Dodgers. Let's see. 113 Seattle with a 7.5. Who the hell's pitching for 7.5? Snell, probably. I'm sure it's Snell versus somebody. Both teams are top 9 in offense. They're looking great. Obviously, the offenses are beautiful. Let's change. What's going to be Snell over? It ain't Logan. It ain't him. Who the hell is it? Woo versus Snell? Glasnow versus Gilbert. I was Logan. Oh, okay. Huh. All right, whatever. So 1.5 and 2.5. Yes. 1.5. Look at your strikeouts. Yeah, not bad. Just want to peek, a little peek ski. Glasnow 2.4. What are yours? Not bad. So they're both kind of average. Both offenses are pretty good. The pitchers are pretty good. There's nothing crazy there. Bullpens, there they go. We come down. Gilbert history. There you go. Righties, Seattle, righties, Glasnow versus Seattle. Nothing really there. Nothing stands out. Nothing I want to mess with. Both these teams are locked up their divisions. They have nothing to play for, really, unless they're playing for seeding position, like the best record, which that's going to not be the Dodgers, so they don't have to worry about it. In Seattle, who has the best record in the AL? Toronto and New York both have 92 wins, so it's not going to be them either. So most likely. So yeah, they have nothing to play for, so I don't want to touch nothing in this game. So wait, did I even show you the HR? I just opened it. I didn't show it to you. Help if I opened them. Damn, it's a lot of people. Okay, there's a lot of people on here. 1.5. Why do you have no lines? This is ESPN. We don't trust ESPN Bet. We don't like them. When they're by themselves, that means they didn't take some intern didn't click the button. That's what it is. Or some system didn't do its job. So 0. We'll trust Hernandez. We'll trust Freddie. We'll trust Josh Naylor. Randy. That's it. That's all we have. Okay. So we got Hernandez 2-6 and 1-6. Cool. We got Freeman's at 3-2-2. I mean, popped off yesterday. Before that, kind of Josh Naylor obviously finally did nothing. Oh, well, he hit a hit, but still, for him, that's nothing. Finally. Randy is 2-2-1-3. Ew, disgusting. So if you're playing this one, good luck. I have no reason to. You don't have no reason to. They don't have a reason to. Pass. Next. Okay, last game. Simple as that. Royals and the Sacramento Athletics. Oh, what we have here, you see it's a pick 'em basically with a 10 total. We come over here, we look at our numbers and change to the right game would help. And the Royals with a little bit of cheese on top doing some work out there. A's, not so much. Let's change this over to some pitchers, shall we? And last pitcher group is going to be Waka versus Morales. We'll just grab earned runs real quick for both of them, take a little peek ski at it. And let's see, 2-4, not bad. 4-2, bad. So A's have the advantage in pitching. Royals have the advantage in batting. That's not a good look. Let's go matchups. Bullpen down. Morales never faced. Versus Royals. A's versus righties. Waka versus A's. Not much here either. So nothing in the history columns. We come to the HR side. Do we have anything at all that we could use to get an advantage? Garcia HR. That is it. So I guess technically it leads KC, but it's going to be ugly. No, 3-2 and okay, 1-9 is ugly, but 3-2 looks good. Yeah, this game is not good. One side is strength versus strength and weakness versus weakness. So this is a pass, obviously. We're done. Simple as that. I passed the last 5 games. Did you expect that after the start? I didn't. Sure as hell didn't. Started off so hot. I was like, ooh, look at all these plays. And all of a sudden it just stopped. I was like, the nighttime? Nah, we're good. We ain't doing nothing at nighttime. We're watching football and UFC basically. So schedule, load them up. Let's see. There it is right there. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day of the regular season. They don't know who's pitching in most of these games. Look at this. Because it all depends on positioning and playoffs, locked up stuff. Do these games even matter? That's what it is matter, because you're going to have a lot of people resting tomorrow. I will make a video. I will show everything I can that we have at the time I do the videos. I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe if you haven't. If you don't bet tomorrow, I will see you Tuesday for the playoffs. That's when it starts. Tuesday. Don't be late. Be on time. So other than that, check out the HQ, check out Outlier, and I will see you either tomorrow or Tuesday. Peace.